Alright, welcome. This is the first video since a long time. What a day that was, right? I just wanted to show you the latest newsbeat script and how to install it. Hope it still helps you in your trading and in using the newsbeat room. Um, First of all, if you want to install the script, it only works when you are in the room. How do you install it? It's very simple. First of all, please check that you don't have the current version already installed. You go to Window. This is the German version of Chrome because I'm from Germany, but you go to Window and then you go to Extensions. In Extensions, and this only applies if you have installed the plugin previously, look for newsbeat, and if you have a version that is lower than 1.4.0, please just uninstall it. Uninstall the whole plugin because I had to republish it in the Chrome Web Store, and it's now under a different URL. And if you would install a new version, you would have the script twice. So if you have a version that is lower than 1.4.0, then just uninstall it. And we will install the new version in a second. I just uninstalled the whole extension, reload. This is the newsbeat room as you know it. And now what you can do is, this is a one-click install, as easy as it can get. Just go to this URL. Let me see if I can get it here. Just go to this URL. Pause the video, copy this URL. Go to this will take you directly to the Chrome Chrome store, and you can install the plugin there. Let's see, I make a new tab, go to this. This will take you here. This is the newsbeat script, currently in version 1.4.0. You can just install it, just click here, this is all. Now what you can do is go back and just reload. It will take about a second and then you will see the script and what it can do. Just wait, and here it is. This is what is rendered by the script, and it has now a few capabilities. Just reset all the settings. And this is what you will see. So you have different capabilities here. For example, you can follow certain people. There's still, day is already over, there's still some people in the room, for example Gary. So what you can do is you can put in Gary Lundy here. It's always good to follow Gary. Don't forget to leave the field because otherwise it will not be saved. And now we can wait if Gary says something, it would be good. Or you can just reload because the settings are stored. Whatever you change here is saved. You don't need to put it in again. And you see here, if you follow someone, it's highlighted in yellow, and you can also change the color. For example, if you want to have this beautiful light blue, which is also fine. Oh no, it didn't take it. Exactly like this, and you reload, you get the blue. Beautiful. The next thing you can do is you can have, and here somebody is asking for the script. Let me just put it in here. Have fun with it. Next thing you could do is you could add highlights. For example, here somebody said it's about bandits. If you want to have all the messages highlighted where somebody talks about the bandits, you can just put it in here. Reload. And now bandits are highlighted in this color here, in the highlight color. The next thing you could do is you could put in collections, and you already see here collections because people you follow are automatically added to a collection. And we can put in another collection. For example, we could say we are interested in everybody talking about CCL. This was a trade that we did at the end of the day. There was a straddle that we did. If somebody talks about CCL, I want to know that. And what does that mean? This means if you have a collection of CCL, you can just click here and you see all the messages about CCL. And this is by default only the messages that are available. If you want to know what happens throughout the whole day, you will need to scroll until the end of the day, until the beginning of the day, right? So, and if you then refresh that, you see everything we did with CCL. So, if you move further down, you can here configure if you want to have a beep, if somebody you follow says something in the room, you can disable that. You can say you want to have the strategies called out. What does that mean? For example, many of the strategies currently don't play a too important role. Of course, we have the know your limit strategies that still work, but the one and dones and the Mark V and all that stuff currently does not really work in this environment because this environment is just crazy. So, but let me just simulate that. We want to have a look at, for example, yes, I have a whole bunch of messages here. I can simulate that we're talking here, and you will see the plugin can talk to you, right? So I will just add some messages manually. These are not real messages. I can just simulate somebody's talking, and I put in some strategies here.
Mark 1. Know your limit 8. Know your limit 21. Know your limit 55. 100% idea.
100% idea. Hope you see that the plugin pronounces idea exactly as Mark would do it. I'm pretty proud of that. Okay, yes. So most of the strategies are called out. If you want to, you can also disable that, or you can say you want to have only the strategies of the people you follow, or you want to have every mention of a strategy called out. You can decide what to do. You can also have Mark's trades called out. I can also simulate that. Give me a second. It's like here.
Mark's trade.
Mark's trade. So if David says something about Mark's trade, it will also call out. And what you also can do is you can have the chat read along. For example, I just take an arbitrary message. It doesn't really matter. Let's see if I have one that is good. What is this? This was Arthur. Yes, this is a nice message. See, I put in this message here. Since I do not follow myself, you see this message is by Martin. I do not follow myself. I need to say read along, read all. So the whole chat is read aloud.
Martin says, this is a pretty cool feature.
So if you do something different and you just want to listen to what the people are saying in the room, you can just activate the read chat feature and you say read all, then all the messages are read. You could also put something in here. For example, you can say if you hear something about Tesla, for example. If you hear something about Tesla, and then this only the messages where Tesla is in the body are read and the whole message is read and nothing else. This is exclusively them. Alright? You can of course change the colors. You can silence the plugin. So if you need silence for a short period of time, you can just silence it. You should not get any sounds from it. Hope that works. You could also highlight just by double clicking, and the best thing is if you reload, if you reload, the highlights persist for the day. The next day all these highlights are gone, but for the day these highlights persist. So what I do is if I leave the screen, I just highlight the message, and if I come back, I see immediately where I stopped reading and I can follow up if I want to. One thing the plugin also does is it can parse the algo levels. Let me just simulate that Mark puts in the algo levels here for a second. Something like that. Put it in here at the downside. Yes, here. See, if Mark posts the algo levels like this, you get this cute window here at the top right, where you get the algo levels in a pretty readable form. This is nice. So I just have a list here of stuff that is in the plugin because it's so much. Let me just check if I have everything. Yes, I think I mentioned everything. So this is the plugin. Just install it once, make your settings here, and then forget about the plugin. You will not do anything with it. It just works. If something doesn't work and something looks broken, just do the reset settings. You should not need it, but this is your safety net. If you reset it, nothing can go wrong. The next feature I will provide, and this is something I was really looking forward to, is the capability to share trades. You will get another button here that will say share trade, and everybody in the room can share trades if you want to. And so at the end of the day, we have a hopefully pretty big list of trades that the people in the room have taken, and this is a pretty good learning capability, at least for me. I'm looking forward to that. So I hope this plugin really helps. Last feature, you can hide the tray. I always do that because the tray annoys me. Hope this plugin helps you. Yeah, read the comment on the page. This is completely free and will be completely free until the end of time. But if you want to give something back, I would really appreciate if you give something to charity, and child cancer is really preferred. If you do that, this is wonderful. I do not want to know if you do it. I don't. Well, I do really care, but you don't need to tell me if you want to do it. This is absolutely fine, and if not, this is also fine. So hope I could help you a little bit. Have fun with the script, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the room. Have fun.